Hello everyone, welcome to our EC class. In the last class, we talked about the new trend of internet, cloud services. In this class, we are going to discuss how cloud technologies influence e-commerce. And then, we will introduce some major cloud companies such as Amazon, Google, and Salesforce. In this slide, we talk about the pros of cloud to e-commerce. In other words, its advantages of cloud services to e-commerce. The first one is that it can reduce IT cost because you can use like Amazon or Microsoft or Google's infrastructure, their software, their platform. You don't need that many IT employees. The second one, not only save the cost, but also increase IT computing power because you don't need to spend that much money to purchase a very powerful machines. You can just rent it. But your machines are remote. Probably they are in Amazon's location or in Google's locations. The next one, the best use of resources. Usually, we spend a lot of money on purchasing IT equipments, but oftentimes we just use like 10% or 15% of the machine power. But if you just rent it, you can save a lot of cost. And in other words, it's green. We will talk about green because you rent whatever you use, right? You don't need like spend $100, but actually you only use $15 of it. It's a waste. The next one is structural data. Because the platform already set up very good program structure for you, therefore you can program a software in a very structural way and store your data in a very organized way. Next one is flexibility. We say cloud is that you pay for what you want. So if today you need this, but after 1 month you don't need the service anymore, you can just stop renting it. That's why we call it is very flexible. The next one is everywhere, anytime service. As long as you have computer, as long as you have access to the internet, you can have the cloud service anytime. And it introduced new business model. We will talk about the business model of Salesforce in the next class. And it's green. Yeah. You pay whatever you want, right? You pay what you use. So it's very green, cost effective. Now, we talk about why enterprise use cloud services, why companies tend to use cloud services right now. The first reason is that reduce IT facility cost 48%. 48%. The second one is 39%. The reason is speed up system development. It makes the development process faster and time saving, which means you spend less money. The next one is 29%. Reduce IT human resource cost. Yeah, that's the trend. As machines become smarter and smarter, human become, it require less human power, human resource. The next one, 24%. is flexible system design. And 19% contribute to support mobile and remote users. 14% monthly fee instead of fixed cost. Yeah, you pay what you use monthly, so you can change your plan every month. Very green, right? Now, we talk about, I'll give you some cases to show what companies use cloud services and how much money, how much benefits they get from cloud services. So, the first case study is from the Washington Post. It's a news, a daily news. In March 19, 2008, Hillary Clinton's official White House scheduled released to the public. Unfortunately, there are, like 17,481 pages of non-searchable, low-quality PDF files. If we won't use human power, each page requires 30 minutes to finish. And then it will, like 1 year will be spent to complete reading all the PDF files. Therefore, Peter Harkins, which is a senior engineer at the Washington Post, he think, can we make that data available more quickly? Ideally, we think the same news cycle, probably 1 day or 1 week. Therefore, Peter turned to Amazon. It launched 200, right? 200 EC2 instances. EC2 are the cloud services of Amazon. And project was completed within 9 hours using 1,407 hours of VM time. VM stands for virtual machine. And only costs you $144. So, the results are available on the web only 26 hours after the release, so you catch up the news cycle. Now, let's take a look at case study 2. It's GiveTag. What is GiveTag? GiveTag is a plugin of IE Explorer and the Firefox Explorer. And if anyone is interested in this, you can go to their website www.giftag.com to take a look at that. So they are very popular, but just too popular. So millions of users overwhelm the servers. Yeah. So then how did you solve this problem? The overloading problem? The solution is that they use Google App Engine. And Google use distributed database system. And also they use Gmail and Google Search to enhance user experience. Now, let's go on to the next case study. 3. IBM. International Business Machines. As we know, IBM has 8 research centers, more than 3,000 scientists and researchers in different locations and time zones. They have some problems. How to distribute resources timely and fairly, and enhance collaboration efficiency. And then they come up with the cloud solution. They use RC2, Research Compute Cloud. And what can RC2 do? First, RC2 can integrate all IBM resources, for example, servers and databases. And then every researcher just needs to log on to RC2 platform, just like you are a member and you use your user ID and password to log on to that platform, and they can search and exchange information on the platform. Therefore, they can share all the resources timely and fairly. Because now all the resources are on the cloud, right? Anyone, as long as you have a member ID, you can log in and use it from any time and anywhere. And let's take like the results of IBM. The services over 3,900 servers. They have 30 main servers. From this RC2, they save 80% of electricity, which is green, and then improve business integration. The last one is that they speed up research process, very time effective. So let's give a conclusion to Crow. Actually, Crow want to make complexity and difficulty into simplicity. Then you may wonder, how much is the market values? So now I'll give you the predicted market values of cloud services. First, you will grow from 40.7 billion to 240 billion by 2020. Reach its peak of 5.9 billion by 2014. This is a short-term goal. And the SAS market is worth 21.2 billion, grow for the next 5 years to reach a market value of 92.8 billion by 2016. It's a lot of money. Therefore, EC must put an eye on cloud services because they have such a large market. You just cannot miss it. And then I will introduce you the most popular enterprise cloud services here. The first one is human resource management. The second one is collaborative software. It's just like the Boeing example, remember? The third one is customer relationship management, CRM. So in the next class, we'll introduce about Salesforce. And Salesforce is the largest cloud CRM company. Order management system, content management system, supply chain management system, enterprise resource planning ERP, and Web 2.0. So everybody can see, oh, wow, so many systems we are familiar with will be on the cloud. Yeah, like in the past, you need to ask some solution company to develop a system for your company and install on your company's computers, right? And some IT IT workers need to come to your company, or you need to hire some IT workers to maintain your systems. But now, if you use cloud services, you just need computer which has Explorer or browser. You just connect to the cloud platform, and then you can enjoy all the systems here. Very flexible and effective. So after talking about so many case studies and so many advantages of cloud services, you might wonder what's the leading e-commerce cloud service companies. So these cloud service companies including Google, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Salesforce. They also have and these three, let's see the last three. Actually, they are very similar. They are all online storage service, while others are with more variety. And in this class, we'll introduce you Dropbox only because they are so similar, and Dropbox is the most popular one currently. The first is Google Cloud, which you and I might be very familiar with. Google provides Gmail, voice, calendar, video, Google Doc. Furthermore, they also have collaboration platform service. Now, let's take a look at a video which makes Google Cloud more clear to you. So come back later and please enjoy the video.
Google Apps is a suite of web-based messaging and collaboration applications for schools, businesses, and other organizations. Until now, Google Apps users could only access a limited set of Google services. But today, we're changing our account infrastructure to give you the convenience of accessing many more Google products while letting Google Apps administrators control which products are available to their users. You'll be able to track important news with Google Reader, advertise online with AdWords, manage calls and voicemail with Google Voice, and much more, all from your Google Apps account. Take Mary, for example. She's on the marketing team at AltoStrat Inc., a company that runs its business on Google Apps. At a recent event, she took pictures she'd like to upload to Picasso web albums and share on the company's Blogger blog. With her old Google Apps account, Mary couldn't log in to either of these services. But now, Mary will be able to access these applications and many more. Administrators can control which applications are available to their organization from the Google Apps control panel. Google Apps for Business and Education customers can even customize which services are available to different groups of users within their organization. For example, the administrator at AltoStrat Inc. could restrict access to Blogger so that only Mary and the rest of the marketing department have access. The ability for Google Apps accounts to access many more Google services is available for new organizations that sign up for Google Apps now. Existing Google Apps customers will be moved to the new account infrastructure in the next few months, but customers who would like more control over the timing of the change can start today, using the transition wizard in the Google Apps control panel. To get started, sign into the Administrative Control Panel and click the Get Started button. After you've completed the transition, your users will have access to rapid innovations across a much wider set of existing and future Google products, and you can offer the right tools to the right users by managing which applications are available within your organization. To learn more about the new possibilities with Google Apps, visit google.com/apps/more.
So after looking at the Google video, I believe everyone must be very familiar with Google Cloud right now. They are very practical. Actually, we are using them every day right now. But Google's goal is to integrate everything together to become a very complete cloud to provide our services. Besides that, actually Google also have app engine for developers. And Google Engine makes it much easier to write web service programs for developers. Google Engine has dynamic web serving with full support for common web technologies. And they also have persistent storage and automatic scaling and load balancing. So then the web, if you run a successful web, you don't need to worry about too much traffic to overwhelm your web. And APIs for authenticating users and sending email using Google accounts. A fully featured local development environment, so your developers just need a computer and connect to the cloud platform, and you can do coding like you are do the coding in the local environment, although you are in a remote environment on the cloud. And task queues and schedule tasks. So probably some of you not very familiar with this one because probably many of you are the managers, the boss, the management positions. and the Google App Engine actually are for the developers. But the thing you need to know is that probably before you need to hire like 5 developers to build up a web. But now using Google App Engine, you only need like 2 developers. You save a lot of money. That that's the good thing for crowd. And then we'll introduce another one is Amazon, AWS, Amazon Web Services. Amazon is the largest cloud company in terms of the variety of cloud services. Amazon provides cloud computing, cloud storage, cloud database, content delivery, and payment monitoring. So we can see these services range from SaaS to PaaS and IaaS. Here, this is a more detailed description of Amazon services. We can see here, if you say the computing service, Amazon has EC2, Elastic MapReduce. This is more engineer stuff. And storage, like S3, database, they have SimpleDB, and they also give you some network services, CloudFront. So you don't need to set up the network by yourself, right? You don't need IT. Amazon do everything for you. And they have some message system like MSN. They have monitor for your network security and some payment stuff. Because if you run a web, the reason is that you want to earn money. And earning money means that the web users pay money online to you, right? And they also have a payment system for you. In practice, we usually need 3 to 4 cloud services to develop a complete web service. If you would like to develop a more complicated one, you might need 7 to 8 services. But no matter simple or complicated web services, Amazon can satisfy all your needs, and this is Amazon's goals, a cloud supply chain. So now, I will give you a brief summary of Amazon's major cloud service. The first one is EC2, stands for Elastic Compute Cloud, and it is an IaaS service and runs virtual machines. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone know what virtual machines are. Actually, if you have a computer, you are the only user. But virtual machines can make one computer become multiple computers, and multiple users can use the computer at the same time. So it can save a lot of cost. One computer for 10 users, but not 10 computers for 10 users. Yeah, see the point? And the user can install software and perform flexible management. The next one is S3, Simple Storage Service. It's a storage pool. You can put just everything on the S3 instead of put on your local hard disk. The third one is EBS, Elastic Block Store. Actually, it is used to manage the virtual machines. And now, I'll give you a comparison between Amazon and the Google. EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, is a lower IaaS. And while we talk about GAE, Google App Engine, it means higher PaaS. Yeah. So SaaS, PaaS, IaaS are the very basic concepts of cloud services. I hope everyone will be very familiar and understand what they are. And this is the free service quota of AWS, just for your reference. Basically, Amazon provides free 1-year service. For example, EC2 free 1 Linux micro for a month. EBS you have free 10 gigabyte storage. S3, you have 5 gigabyte storage and 20,000 reads, 2,000 writes, and then work you have 15 gigabyte upload and 15 gigabyte download network traffic. Okay, and then we'll talk about who uses AWS to make their business more successful. The first one is Playfish. Playfish uses AWS to release new games rapidly. And what is Playfish? Playfish is the Facebook's second largest game provider now. So many people play games on Facebook. And let's see how much money Playfish earns. Playfish earns 55 million. Okay. So sorry. Playfish has 55 million users on Facebook a month, and then they can earn 50 million profit in 2009, and then they are acquired by Electronic Arts Inc. in the same year with $400 million. This is a very successful case. Use Amazon Web Services. The next one is Twitter. Twitter uses AWS for data storage management. And what's Twitter? Twitter is the world's largest microblog. And blog, so you have a lot of data, right? A lot of text. And Twitter uses S3 for data backup. And this is an AWS interface. We can see here, if you are a member, you go to AWS management. You can see we have S3 here, EC2, VPC, CloudWatch for security, and you have some more engineering stuff, MapReduce, CloudFront, and so on. So if you are interested in that, you can. I think we don't have time for playing the video now, but you can go to YouTube and search for AWS demo, and you can watch a lot of demo online, very vivid. And the following up is Apple Cloud. Basically, Apple used its iPhone as the center and developed an Apple Cloud for mainly entertainment use. With iCloud, users can sync a variety of content, including but not limited to documents, contacts, email, music, movies, books. So iCloud is very daily life service oriented. Yeah, provide you all kinds of information and data. And the last one introduced in today's class is Dropbox. Dropbox is an online storage company. It provides users online storage, which can be accessed from anywhere, anytime. And let's see how the service is. They have cloud storage across different mobile and desktop operating systems. And using Dropbox, you can store and share files. And you can share stream audio and videos from their account to mobile clients like iPhone and iPad. And Dropbox provides free 2 GB storage and up to free 8 GB storage for referees. That means that if you refer someone to join Dropbox, you will get free 8 GB storage. So this is a marketing strategy, right? Then Pay account starts with 9.99 a month for 50 gigabyte. Yeah, it's quite large, huh? And offer 100 gigabyte plan and a large quota plan. The more you use, the cheaper the service is. Okay. Besides those cloud companies mentioned, like Amazon, Google, Apple, Dropbox, there are still many cloud companies which are very competitive, but with smaller scale and the market now, such as Zactor is owned by Motorola. Basically, it's a file share service. The next one is Rackspace, offers high-end IT hosting. The next one is Zora. It's a cloud-based building platforms, basically focus on payment, online payment stuff. The next one is Joyent. It's an application virtualization, IaaS, PaaS. So I believe this one, you want to be, like similar to Amazon. It provide a complete supply chain of cloud services to you. And then RPaaS, application management company. The last one, oh, we list a lot of company here, all the famous companies, a big name company, AT&T, Verizon, Cisco, Dell, HP, IBM, Oracle. No one want to miss cloud market, right? So everyone jumping cloud services. And that's today's class. In the next class, we will introduce Salesforce. Yeah, I believe everyone will think, oh, you miss one company, Salesforce. And because Salesforce is the largest cloud CRM in the world now, and I will separate the Salesforce as another section. So this is the next time topic, Salesforce. So see you next time. Bye.